In this orientation video, we're going to review some of the features of MathAS. I highly recommend that you scroll through, open folders, see where everything is located so you can get used to this system. Okay. And to start, I want you to send me a message and tell me a little bit about yourself. So on the left-hand side, these are all things you can access: messages. The calendar is actually on the main screen, the gradebook, and this is how you log out. Okay, so clicking on messages, you'd click send new message, select me as the recipient, and write introduction. And here I'd just like you to tell me a little bit about yourself. It can be as short as long as you want, what you're studying at school, what you're interested in, your other responsibilities like family and work, okay? Anything you're interested in telling me, and then you'll click send message and I will receive it. I will respond to your message, and that way you can also learn how to check your messages. When you have a message, there'll be a red number telling you the number of messages, 1, 2, 5, right next to this messages symbol. Okay. Next, I'd like you to look at the gradebook. Okay. So lots of times in this online course, people wonder, they completed assignment, but they wonder, do they really complete it? Do they have to turn anything in to me or show me that they've completed the course or the assignment? So the answer is that I receive everything you've completed, and the way for you to check to see if you've completed it is to look at the gradebook. So notice the first thing here is the orientation assignment. Okay, it's not counted as part of your grade. It's 40 points. All the other ones are, but notice it says not counted. Okay, and on this orientation assignment, you should earn all 40 points by clicking the boxes for the videos and then by completing the last question with 100%. So when you've completed this, here it will say 40, here it will say 100%. Then you know that you've completed this assignment. Okay, and same idea with all of these other assignments. Things you might want to check. In order for your homework to open, you have to complete the media lesson assignments with 100%. So if it's not opening, you might want to check, well, did I click all of the buttons? This should say 24, and then if the homework isn't opening, it's probably past the due date and you need to use a late pass, or you should contact me. This is also a place where you can use a late pass on any upcoming assignment. So if you know that you're going to be late with homework 1, you click use a late pass. Okay, it tells you how many you have remaining. It tells you what the extension will be, and do you really want to do this? And I will click yes. So notice, took me back to the main page. You could change the number of weeks on the calendar. Now your online 2 homework, remember homework is due on Wednesdays. Okay, so oh, I'm sorry. It's your online 1 homework I changed. Your homework is due on Mondays. So Unit 2 homework is here, 3 homework is here. But Unit 1 homework, the date has changed to Wednesday because you used a 2-day extension. Okay. If you need to use a late pass in general, this tells you all the information I highlighted. Okay. The best way to use it is through the gradebook. Where we just were. You can also use late passes directly on the calendar, but it might not show you or give you the option for all of your assignments. So you cannot start the Unit 1 media lesson until you've completed the orientation assignment, so it doesn't say use late pass here. Okay, you can only do that from the gradebook. So best bet is to use the gradebook. Okay. So we've reviewed messages, gradebook. Let's just talk a little bit more about the calendar. Okay, so remember your assignments need to be completed in a specific order. Okay, it's first your media lesson, then your homework, then your test. Okay, when you get 100% on the media lesson, the homework will open. When you have 190 points or higher on the homework, your test will open. So when the assignments are gray, it means you cannot access them yet. There's 2 reasons you might not be able to access them. Either you don't have the prerequisite assignment, or it may be past the due date. Okay, so also when you complete the assignment, so this orientation assignment, it doesn't leave the calendar. It's still on there. So I know students would like for it to disappear to kind of check it off, but it's still going to be there. It will turn gray after the due date. Okay, these items that are in green, currently you can access these at any time. Usually green means it's not due for a while. Yellow means the due date is coming up. It turns red when it's really close to being due, and then it's gray when either it's not available or it's past the due date. Okay. Right here I have a flow chart on how to complete a unit and the steps you need to take. Again, it's the same steps repeated for each unit. Okay. Course materials and resources. We looked at the media lesson packets in the last video. This is the main one you'll need. This is supplemental information that's also available in the workbook if you choose to buy it, but you don't need to buy it. We're not going to use these in class. You can absolutely use them for extra practice if you'd like. Okay. So again, try to play around with MathAS and see where everything is so you get used to it. Sometimes it seems a little difficult at first, but since we're following the same procedure, after you complete one unit, it's pretty much a breeze. You're going to repeat it, that same process. And just to look at the entire semester, notice everything is set up and your entire outline for the semester is here. Okay. So you're going to complete the first 6 units, then you're going to do reviews for the first 3 units, okay, and you're going to do reviews for the second 3 units, okay, both in MathAS and on paper, and then you're going to do a test right before the midterm exam just to make sure you're ready and to show you any things you should review again before you take the exam. Then it's the same process for units 7 through 11 until we have our in-person final. Okay, so feel free to work ahead. If you finish early and you're ready for the midterm next week or in 2 weeks, I can work with you on setting a way up for you to take that early, and everything is ready as long as you do the assignments in order.